What up, it's your boy Troy, aka the Card Gorilla. We gotta talk about the hobby because it's taken off like a rocket ship. And there's some things that you need to know about this. So let's jump into it. So there's some energy that reminds me of back when things were taking off in 2020. But there is a big difference and I want you to understand the difference. So back in 2020, the sports card market was largely unproven. It still wasn't proven as an asset class. It was more of a collector's hobby. There was some investing in there, but there were a lot of things that were still uncertain. In fact, I remember when prices just kept like going and going and going. It just started to not make sense anymore. But there's a big difference from then until now. And what's different now is there's massive financial backing around the hobby. Does the hobby still have its flaws? Absolutely. Is there still scandals and scams taking place? Of course. Unfortunately, anytime you get involved with money, that's going to happen. My hope is that it's just a lot less than any other thing going on. But of course there is that within the hobby.
Stop it. Get some help.
But the biggest difference is the hobby has shown itself to be a solid asset class. And part of that is people like you and people like me, because there's a natural human desire to be drawn towards things that are scarce. Rare, beautiful things that are scarce are often in high demand. And sports cards have proven to be just that. And because of companies like PSA, because of companies like Fanatics, because of companies like eBay, there's strong financial stability around it. They don't want the sports card industry to collapse. And because of that, they will keep investing into the hobby. So does that still mean that prices aren't going crazy? In my opinion, they absolutely are. But some of those prices might just continue to go up. There might be a dip, there might be a drop, but that brings me to another reason why that's taking place. The second thing to understand right now that's taking place in the hobby is you have the induction of repackers. Repackers are companies that have taken graded cards and created their own card market. They often sell them on Whatnot, eBay, card shows, other platforms. And what that has created is a demand for graded cards. So think of it like a normal cardboard card, right? You buy packs of cards. There's a large demand for those. There always has been, there always will be. But now you have a demand for people who want to buy repacked cards that are already graded. It's exciting. You open the pack, you don't know what you're going to get. Maybe you get a big one, maybe you get a little one. Maybe you do this again at a card show or you do it online. But I am someone who's connected to that area, and I'm telling you right now, there is a demand for graded cards. And because people are doing that, people are buying repacks, there's a need to acquire supply. And when the demand is high and supply is low, that increases price. So that's also a large part of what's taking place right now. And the last one, and perhaps the most important one for you, because here's where you can make mistakes or actually capitalize quite a bit, is beware of FOMO, the fear of missing out. Anytime there's money involved, there seems to be a lot of FOMO around it. I live actually close to the mountains where the gold rush took place, going from Nevada into California. And this was a massive industry at one time. But guess what's around right now? A lot of ghost towns. Did mining disappear? Absolutely not. But along the way, there were a lot of people who chased the gold. Now, is there other raw materials out there? Certainly. Is there other opportunities within that? Absolutely. And those are the things I want you to be aware of. As an example, you're in a stage right now where someone like Shohei Ohtani is really hot. He's taken off. His card market's going up. That starts to create FOMO. Uh-oh, I gotta be a part of that. I don't want to miss out. Now, a low-numbered Shohei card, something super rare, refractor, rookie cards, those are probably going to hold their stability and value much more than what's taking place right now. And what that is you can send a base Shohei Ohtani card in and get a 10 on it, and it comes back and you can sell it for a decent amount of money. That is not strong stability. And I believe that's being propped up by that FOMO. And those are the areas that will ultimately probably collapse. Just my opinion, just some thoughts, not certain. But when that's taking place, it's a good opportunity to just look laterally and find someone else whose card market is maybe a little undervalued, but has been around for a long time. So if we're talking about baseball, some people that instantly come to mind is people like Frank Thomas, Kevin Mitchell, Will Clark, Cal Ripken Jr., Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds. And I'm not saying these are players that are gonna have a meteoric rise, but these are players who are solid, consistent players that go, look, you can get their cards for very cheap, very underpriced. And maybe there's some even better ones than that. And with players like that, you can often find something very unique. So maybe it's a rookie card and a PSA 10, or maybe it's an autographed card that there's just not a lot of them out there. Those are probably gonna do better in the long run than getting a standard base Shohei Ohtani PSA 10 card. So if everybody's taking off chasing the gold, how about you and I go find some silver? I think that would work out well too. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you enjoy this hobby, man. Learn the lessons along the way, learn about yourself, learn about life, and be a good person. Until next time, peace.